Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This waist bag you are seeing here that is being attached to this bag is what we are going to learn today. This is my own version of it, but I made adjustment. This is the additional adjustment that I added to my own, so that if you want to use it as waist bag, you can use it, and if you want to attach it to your travel bag, you can as well attach it to your travel bag. So that's why I added that at the back. So I'm going to put you through on how to cut this bag and how to sew it. But before I continue, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. Like my videos, share my videos, and if you have any question or any suggestion, please feel free to drop it at the comment box. I will always reply to your comment. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. So this is the leather we are going to use for this tutorial. The width of this leather is 9 inches, while the height is 7 inches. So I have it 2 leather cutout and 2 lining cutouts. Now we are going to shape it. I shape it by the width with 1 inch. 1 inch. By the height, I also shape it with 1 inch. This is how you will shape the 4 corners of this bag. So I'm going to shape these 2 corners now. After shaping it, I'm going to flip it over to use it and shape the other ones. So after marking the 1 inch, just get a round object that can connect the 2 points together and use it to draw a curve to connect the 2 points together, like as I'm doing here now. So after connecting it, the next thing is to cut it off. Now that I'm done cutting it off, I'm going to flip it over. When you flip it over, make sure you arrange it very well, both on the width and on the height. Let everything be well placed before you use it to shape this side of the leather. So now I'm done arranging it and I'm using it to shape this side of the leather. After marking it this way, I'm going to also cut it out. So after cutting it out now, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this to shape this one. So guys, I'm done shaping it. This is what I have. So next thing is to notch the midpoint. I'm going to notch the midpoint of the back. I'm working this particular leather I'm holding now is for the back, because it's on the back that we are going to sew the flap. So I'm notching it to get the midpoint. After notching it to get the midpoint, I will do same to the front also. Then I'll keep the leather aside. So this is the one I use for the casing, for the belt casing, and the measurement is 3 inches and quarter by 3/7/8 inches. So I'll have to fold it over and sew it. See the way you have to take note of the way I folded it, right side facing each other. So as I'm trying to stitch it very well, I'm double stitching it. So after stitching it, I'm going to turn it to the right side. You try and turn it to the right side. After turning it to the right side, you fold the edge inside. I folded the one part of it and sewn. So I'm trying to show you what I did. You see I folded this. So I'm going to sew here. After sewing this, make sure you mark the midpoint. Then you will get this particular leather. The measurement of this leather is 3¼ inches by 6 inches. You can see it. So I'm going to put it right side facing each other on my lining. But before I sew it, I'll need to shape this particular part that is facing up here a little. You can see the amount of leather I'm cutting off here. I just shaped it a little. Then I'll put it right side facing each other, lining and leather facing each other. Then I will sew it from here this way to this point, from here till this point. So after sewing it, the next thing you are going to do is to notch it. Notch it very well, but as you are notching it, be careful not to cut through the thread. So I'm trying to notch mine now. This will help the leather to relax very well when you turn it to the right side. So now that I'm done notching it, I'm going to turn it to the right side. I'm trying to trim off the excess leather here. Then I will continue turning it to the right side. So you push it very well, push it out very well. So after pushing it out very well, the next thing I'm going to do to this flap is to arrange it well and top stitch it, and also fix my pressing button. I've already fixed my pressing button. Now I'm going to notch this part of the leather. I'll notch it here. So I'm going to get the back pattern. Then I'm going to come down from the up. I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches from the up. Then I will mark it. I will also get the midpoint of my back leather at that midpoint, at that 1.5 inches point. Then I'm going to put my belt casing on it. Make sure that you arrange it well, and when you place it, make sure that the allowance you have on both sides is equal. So that's why what I'm trying to confirm here. I'm trying to be sure that the allowance I have is equal. Then I sewed it. So this is it now. This is the belt casing. So after that, I'm going to sew the flap. This particular flap or casing I'm sewing is the one that will be attached to the your small traveling bag. Now after sewing it, you use it to indicate where you will put the second part of the pressing button. So now that I've taken the indicated the point, you can see it, I've indicated the point there. So I'm going to use my punching tool to open it and fix my pressing button. So this is my pressing button now. Now I'm going to place my leather on my lining and sew it round. What I did on this, I'm doing it on the second one. So this is the leather now. I'm done sewing my lining to it. So I'm going to keep it aside. We are working on the gusset. The down gusset is 17.75 by 3.5, and I have it one leather and one lining cut out, while the up gusset where we fix the zip is 2 inches by 14 inches, and I have two pieces cut out with their lining. Now I'm keeping the down gusset aside. I'm working on this up one. So first thing I'm going to do is to put my zip cloth, right side of my zip cloth facing my leather. I'll put my lining on top of the zip, then I will sew it. So after sewing it, this is what I have. So I'm going to flip it over this way and arrange it very well, and also top stitch it round. So after top stitching it round, this is what I have. So I'm going to sew the second part also. You see the way I put it, lining under, zip at the middle, my leather up facing my zip cloth. So I'm going to arrange it and also sew it. So after sewing it, you also flip it over and top stitch it. By the time you are top stitching it, make sure that you have 3.5 inches left there. So this is what I have after sewing it. I've gone ahead to fix my zip head. Now is the time to join it with the down gusset. So just place the up gusset on the lining. Then you put the leather for the up gusset, down gusset facing the up gusset, and sew. So you come to this side, you bring everything together this way and also sew it. So after sewing it, you get something like this. Then you turn it to the right side and top stitch it round. So we are top stitching on the down gusset. So we are top stitching the leather and the lining together. So I'm done with that. This is what I have. So now I want to notch the midpoint. So you bring this point that will join the down gusset and the up gusset together. Bring it together and notch. the way I'm doing. You notch up and down, you turn it to this side, also arrange it well and notch up and down. So after notching it, you turn it to the wrong side. So now is the time to sew our body panel to it. So you put it right side facing each other, you arrange it well and sew it round. If you do the right thing, you will not have excess, you will not have shortage. So after sewing it, this is what I have. Now I'm going to get the second part, put it right side facing each other, then I will also arrange it and sew it round. So after sewing it round, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to take my bias belt, then use it to cover the seam allowance. So after that, this is what I have. Now I'm turning it to the right side. Our bag is super ready now. So if you have watched to this extent and you have not followed my channel, kindly do me a favor to follow my channel. And my returning subscribers, may God bless you all. And if you are stopping by for the first time, may God bless you all. Please don't leave without subscribing to my channel. Don't leave without subscribing. I'm begging you. So this is our bag. This is the flap. This is the belt, the where you fix belt for the waist in case you want to use it as waist bag. So this is it. Very beautiful bag, and I like this leather. This leather is very cool. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for everything. I don't take it for granted. May God continue to reward you all. Thank you and God bless you. Amen.